Hello and welcome back to Fulton Street Beats. I promised you guys I would play this Leo Jaymz Telecaster rock and roll disco guitar. And that's right, look at the color of this thing. Isn't this fantastic? And I was very excited with the unboxing of this thing, and I hadn't played it yet. So I have since tuned it up. It holds tune super, super well. The strings on it are actually fantastic. No need to change them. I've got no fret buzz. The action, I'm not going to mess with it. I was going to actually drop it lower, but there's no point because it plays and sounds so good. One thing I did do is just raise the bridge pickup just a touch. I mean, just a touch. I'm more impressed with this guitar now than I was when I unboxed it. I think it sounds fantastic, and it's doing something that, well, a Telecaster is not known for. At least widely known for, and that's metal. And this gives me a very different type of metal tone, and it's really nice to play. I really, really enjoy playing this guitar. I'm kind of getting lost in it, and that's what it's about, right? So, as you could tell by the intro right there, that was just me grabbing it, plugging it in really for the second time, honestly, after I tuned it up. It just jammed into a little backing track. And that's what came out of it. And it's nothing fancy, but it sounds good, right? I mean, it's really cool. It's a groovy guitar. You get into it, you just want to bop your head and move it. It's a fantastic guitar. So let's get back. Let's go over a couple things. The body on this is mahogany. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Of course, it has a beautiful maple neck, and the headstock is exquisite. I love the headstock on this thing. I really do. Leo Jaymz went with their own direction with their headstock, and I like that. Instead of imitating, they went with their own direction. I love the cut that's in here. I think it looks very, very high-end, and it's built high-end. It really is. This is a very, very, very nice guitar neck. It's a very, very, very nice guitar, and I'm super happy with it. I hope they don't raise their prices on these. I hope they keep them where they're at, because in the budget guitar realm, that's awesome. Does this compare to high-end guitars? The answer is really yes. This guitar compares to high-end guitars, and honestly, maybe even better than a lot of them. You know, it's hard to believe, but maybe even better because it doesn't need anything out of the box. I simply tuned it up and plugged it in. Hell, it doesn't even need the strings changed. The pickups sound fantastic. It holds tune super, super well. Very, very impressed with this guitar and its playability. So I just wanted to touch base. And another thing, has the nice cutaway on the back here too, which I find very, very comfortable, especially when I'm in this position playing over on this leg. A lot of people play it here. I always play over here. I think it's very comfortable on the body here. Excellent playing guitar. Thicker of a neck than I'm used to. And of course, it's glossy, and I'm not used to that either, but it plays so smoothly. I'm not thinking about it. And that's what it's about, right? When you're playing it, you're not thinking about it. So, guys, let me know what you think of the Leo Jaymz, a phenomenal guitar. I'm going to leave a link to these in the YouTube description, because, yeah, I totally recommend this guitar. It's fantastic. And if you get a bad one, let me know. I'm sure, companies get bad ones, but I just had a Kramer that was super bad, and I didn't expect that. But this guitar is definitely first rate. Is it better than my Tempest? It is. And the Tempest is awesome, but they're two different style of guitars. But overall quality of this guitar, like the tolerances and the fit and the finish. So the other was awesome too. Don't get me wrong, but there's just subtle differences. Like the Tempest, they went the extra mile. The finish is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. They chipped out, cheaped out on strings. The strings weren't the best. It didn't come set up really properly, where this one really is. But the Tempest is a fantastic guitar. Don't get me wrong. Love it. Shred machine for sure. But I like playing this one better. I wish they would make me a Telly like this with a Floyd Rose in it. And then, Mister, you've totally convinced me to go down the Telly route. Give me this guitar right here, or even in the sparkle silver with a Floyd Rose. That would be a legit Floyd Rose, or at least a very good Wilkinson Floyd style bridge. I would be all over that in a heartbeat because that would be so freaking cool with a locking nut. And man, talk about cool metal, right? Anyhow, guys, I'm rambling. I know. I can't say enough about this guitar. Fantastic 6-string Stinger. You were correct. This is a beautiful, beautiful guitar through and through. There's not a blemish, not a spot. There's nowheres to bitch, complain, or anything about it. So any of you that are looking to complain about a guitar, don't get this one because you're not going to be able to. And if you do, well, you got to screw loose because this thing's amazing. And this is coming from a guy who never liked Telecasters. Remember, it's rock and roll that makes the world do that thing. And I'll be talking to you soon. Make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And, of course, hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the cool videos, including a cool new relic by I Like V that's coming. Thanks, guys. Bye.